Ora Jakusa. I Hokti.
Shayaksi Zint.
Jarovak! Look,
Yo, shut up, man.
I caught you by surprise and now you're improvising.
These guys are their freaking.
But if you were gonna kill
mumble
me,
talk.
you would have already.
What's up, guys? It's Seleviathan. We are back with another reaction today. Today we are continuing Foundation, episode 4. Episode 3 was, I have to say, the most interesting. Last episode 3, we didn't really get a chance to really see the aftermath of what had happened with Hari Seldon's murder and Raish being the one killing him. He killed Hari and we didn't get to see that, but we did get to see kind of like the mindset of how it goes, how the process of like starting a new empire of Trantor. Anyway, we get to see what happens with the empire succession and all that other stuff. Then we kind of move forward and we got to see some of the civilization first beginnings in Terminus. So we got past 30 years later and we're thrusted into like an already established like colony now, and now we're starting to see how they're starting to develop Hari's plan. The only people that could have read Hari's math aren't there, which is Hari and Gale. So it's really hard for them to know what they're supposed to do, right? So we're gonna get started with that. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Sorry, just had a little bit, got winded there a bit. Don't forget to check out that Patreon down below for full uncut reactions of this show, TV, animes, movies, whole bunch of other stuff. Check it out. Lot of content here that you don't see on YouTube. But without further ado, though, we're gonna get started with Foundation episode 4. Let's go. I really hope we see Gale this episode. I really just want to know what happened to her. She's like I don't know what it is about her, but she's like my favorite character in this show.
Once, a man came to Hari Seldon and asked to be told his fate. But Hari told him only the movements of masses could be predicted.
What? There's no freaking way that he just killed himself. Oh wait, never mind. There's a protective thing. Never mind.
Belief is a powerful weapon. That's why the Empire feared Hari Seldon's predictions so much. These realms are the purview of faith, and faith is a sword forged in the fires of the infinite.
Every single episode, I'm just left confused. I have no clue what's going on, yet it's intriguing the hell out of me.
Empire, do you seek different amusement?
You'll do. For the routine pleasures and the routine manners.
Is it true? No one's allowed to touch you.
Bold, aren't you?
I have only 24 hours of service to you. I want to make the most of it.
Yo, this little girl is just doing the most right here, man. She's trying to get impregnated and trying to have his kid and be like, yo, I'm now Empire's empire.
The aura repels kinetic energy. I want you to try it again. With a softer touch.
There's no way they can actually like... What? There's no way that this guy's doing this. It fully just said that you needed a softer touch.
What?
You are required, Empire. Ambassador Thanwall.
Most esteemed Empire. Glory to the
Out with it, Ambassador.
Proxima Opal has passed, Empire.
Our condolences.
Condolences. Heartfelt.
Thank you, Empire. The topic of a successor, Empire. There is some debate. Another candidate has been gaining support. Zephyr Halima. She is advocating for a return to the primary octavo.
Is she suicidal? Who is this woman to question our primacy?
Apologies, Empire.
Did you know about this?
Only moments ago.
When is Opal's funeral?
2 days hence, Empire.
I helped install the previous Proxima. I'll leave for the Conclave as soon as possible. Luminism claims 3 trillion followers. This schism requires a personal touch.
There's something wrong with this last one. This last brother, Don, man. Because he's like a weird one, and he knows he's a weird one too. Like, he's off.
All Cleons are perfect genetic copies of the first, and therefore...
We don't have souls. So, this Halima woman is saying we're what? Not human?
Indirectly.
If the pressures inside start to swirl and we are not uniform, we may burst.
Who are you? Salvor Hardin. Warden of Terminus. You should leave before the Empire catches wind of this.
My people do not fear the Empire.
Jarovak! Look,
Yo, shut up, man.
I caught you by
like...
surprise and now you're improvising.
These guys are their freaking...
But if you were gonna kill me,
talk.
you would have already.
The children we observed earlier. They've seen how they sneak away just before dawn, straying far away from the rest of your flock. If you won't lead us to the tower, we'll simply utilize one of them. To the tower, then!
If we walk through together, the fence should write off the second person as an error.
And take us all through it.
This only works once. Maybe.
Instead of saying anything, she just uses her fist to talk. I was thinking that there's something else behind that. It's like a force field thing that's hiding something behind. Because before I didn't see her, but there must be like something behind it. Okay, never mind. It's just that thing.
Tell me your name at least.
I'll be best friends now.
You've risked a lot coming here.
We've risked everything, Warden.
No! There's a void our path!
Don't get cute! I have eyes!
What is she seeing right now? Who is this boy that she keeps seeing in her eyesight? Because it's really weird, honestly.
What is that?
Yo, Salvor, that was actually pretty damn smart, man.
The stories about Salvor Hardin, they usually begin here. The Warden and the Ghost.
How did they slip past our radar?
Flew in the nap of the earth. Maybe.
Headache? Teeth feel like they're falling out?
Oh gosh, dude.
It was here when we colonized Terminus. Didn't show up on any of our scans. I guess it didn't show up on yours either.
Why did it not affect you?
Let's just say I'm the last person on Terminus you wanted to come across.
Well, what do you want to do?
I don't know. I've been following my instincts, and I don't know, maybe it was just dumb luck.
Instincts didn't just lead you to the ships. They led you to her, and you stopped her.
She's able to follow the numbers without really understanding the numbers. So she's able to kind of somehow feel or chart the path that she needs to go to, just like Hari can. But I think she doesn't really realize it yet, at least.
What's the protocol for dealing with a problem palace attendant?
What level of attendant, if I may ask?
Someone who works in the garden?
May I ask the nature of the problem?
You may not. Just want her name.
I saw at least a dozen Anacreons outside the fence. Travik, take the southern loop. Kaelin, cover the west. Yate, I want you on the east so you can spot anyone coming over that ridge.
Got Anacreons on Terminus.
Calls herself Farah. Beyond that, nothing about her story adds up. What's your interest in the Foundation Tower?
The module. I already told you keep asking me the same questions.
I'm giving you a chance to give better answers. Crowns.
Folemma dal gubernaie. Chino.
Another lie.
You speak Anacreon as well.
Not a word.
But you know I'm lying.
Cats.
That was a 50-50 chance.
Cats again. Who are you really?
Yo, she was able to predict every single one.
I'd give you the percentage, but repeated luck is never luck. Your left eye. Nanoglass. You lose it when the Empire bombed Anacreon? Now I know about 50% of the population died off within a week. Another 20 or 30 within the remaining year. Odds are you came out the other end an orphan, right?
Bro, she's reading her like a book right now, man.
Who else did you lose? A sister?
How was she able to figure all this shit out, man? Just looking at her, man.
Brother.
She can feel it. It's like she can feel her life, bro. Like she can read her mind.
Brother.
Wait, are you telling me that little boy that she's been seeing was her little brother the whole time?
What she said when she broke, did you understand any of it?
Some, yeah. It's archaic Anacreon, not the common vernacular.
Well, she slipped up. Because I understood something too. A name I remember from the Hollows. Larkin Kane. Larkin Kane.
Meaning?
Farah's not just some junker. She's the Grand Huntress of Anacreon.
The business of Empire is a cascade of competing priorities. Brother Day will need your support while I tend to the Conclave.
It's overwhelming.
For one man. Fortunately, there are 3 of us.
A communications buoy in the Arcturus sector has come offline. It's Terminus. It's where Brother Dusk exiled Hari Seldon's followers.
Sensing vulnerability, soon other players will begin to apply downward pressure. An exhortation from one of the galaxy's major religions is a given. You offer nothing new, just a younger grape from the same vine, destined for the same old bottle. You can't save yourself.
I think when he heard that as a kid, it really resonated him with him a little bit.
Man was murdered, but what about the movement, brother? Martyrs tend to have a long half-life.
Martyrs do, man. It's like even if they're dead, as long as there's somebody to carry on their will and their duty, then there always will be alive, you know?
What was I supposed to do, Lewis? Let Farah kill me and then move on to the kid?
You shouldn't have questioned her without me.
Be glad I did. We know who she is now.
Lewis Pyrene, Director. Now, why would the Anacreon Council send its highest-ranking military officer to an Imperial outpost?
Is that what you're pretending, you little doomsday cultist? Because I don't see the Empire anywhere.
I have to know the Empire will send someone to investigate eventually. Or is that the point?
Your women are so much sharper than your men.
Bro, she
Barbarian
wants the
kingdoms
Empire
are
to come here
excellent.
because it's a
You
trap,
have no
man.
business.
They're trying to bring them here, man.
Seldon also predicted that the fall would begin at the edge of the galaxy. Here.
The same science that saved the Imperial Palace when the Star Bridge fell protects Terminus City.
You mean your energy barrier? A weapon's only as good as the man who's wielding it.
Bro, she's talking her shit right now, yo. Director Lewis is he's my one hated character. I hate him a lot, man.
It's getting pretty crowded over here. I think I need backup.
Not happening.
Salvor saw a dozen. You're telling me we've got Anacreons all over?
I'm telling you, I've seen enough guns to take out the whole town.
Empire. Her name is Azura Adili, a palace botanist since the age of 13. Her father deceased. Was also an agroecologist in the gardens. You said there was a problem.
How are problems generally solved in this situation?
Any manner that achieves its goal. My job is to eliminate problems, Empire.
Empire.
You were outside my chambers earlier. I don't know what you think you saw.
I saw nothing, Empire.
I could have you removed from your station, sent to scrub the heat sinks on level 80. I could do worse to you. Much worse.
Wolf's breath helps with the pain. The brownish-green leaves with the red stripe, they reduce the swelling.
I don't recall asking for your medical advice. Which?
This guy's like, I don't ask for your medical advice, but then accepts her medical help anyway.
The pointed leaves. What is it?
Lupi spiritus. Wolf's breath, Empire. From our medicinal garden. It's an analgesic and vasodilating.
Eat it.
Bro, this guy is like so scared. He doesn't believe in this, and he's like questioning
If you're
everything
not
against
dead
that
within
girl.
the next few hours,
Uh-huh.
have a kilogram of these sent to my quarters.
Of course, Empire.
We've spotted Anacreons at multiple locations outside the fence.
I'll go west.
We'll head north. I shouldn't leave. Lewis is completely overmatched in there.
I'll babysit him, I promise.
All right. hurt you?
I knew it was Raish.
Sal. Hey, what's wrong?
I was just in the Imperial Library on Trantor.
What do you mean you were there?
I mean, I was there. In the stacks. And the ceiling was wooden. There were all these marble busts. There was a boy with a knife.
Hey, listen to me. I've always said you should let this planet shrug you off. Watching you work, where you could sense what Pharaoh was feeling inside. Special. Other people can't do that, Sal. I have absolute faith in you.
Who among you is Master Statistician Tivoli?
Empire. May the light never dim.
What do you do in your mausoleum of calculus if not achieve results?
In the 35 years since Seldon uttered his heretical proclamations, the Imperium has expanded rather than contracted by every critical metric.
Stop.
Psychohistory is the fanciful work of an old man's imagination.
If it weren't the fanciful work of an old man's imagination, what then? What is the likelihood that it's all true?
Yeah, exactly,
Every prophecy.
man. Because everything's been happening.
Vanishingly small.
What do you mean small? Like,
But not
shut up,
zero.
man. It's not zero, though. It might happen, though.
What kind of idiot are you? 1,000 imperial mathematicians can't pass the numbers of one man!
Yo, I understand him, though. I understand. He's pissed. He's like, these people are talking like it's a certain that Harry's wrong, and they're like, no, like, it's like a small chance that he's wrong. He's like, but there's still that small chance, you piece of shit.
Tell me.
Tell me! Tell me!
Did my guy just have a heart attack and faint and just die right then and there? What the hell?
In the twilight of a man's life, when his biography is nearly complete, he grows desperate to know the measure of his days. Do I matter? Are my choices my own? Or is my destiny governed by an unseen hand?
Brother Day, coming to see us off?
I was paid a visit by your statisticians. It's remarkable how self-reinforcing their results are. I think it's best that you stay and tend to matters on Trantor.
Bro, this one's like, yo, I wanna go, man, right now. And you're gonna stay here right now.
When you sat on the middle throne as I do now, and we're debating what to do about Anacreon and Thespis, what our response should be, do you remember what you said? You turned to me and said, what do you think, Ascending Dawn? I knew you were against grace, that you wanted to bomb the barbarian kingdoms. On your watch, the Star Bridge fell, and from that scar, insurgency was birthed. On your watch, 2 worlds were incinerated with not a care to innocence or consequence. On your watch, Hari Seldon and his followers were allowed to flee. You have bequeathed me an empire rent by impulsive action. The same will not be said of me, not on my watch. Your watch is over. You will stay on Trantor, tending to the wounds you have allowed to fester.
Yo, this guy's like, yo, you fucked up everything. You bombed shit. You did whatever you wanted to. Now you're in this position where you get to be the ambassador. Nah, man, you're gonna stay in Trantor, clean up your fucking mess, and I'm gonna handle shit now.
You summoned me, Empire.
A communications buoy has gone dark in the outer reach. Take your team and investigate.
Bro, why is he so weirdly infatuated with this girl right now? And it's like, it's very strange, and I think they're gonna start seeing this and get pissed off about this, I think. I think my dude is gonna try to kill her right now, man, and take care of the problem.
Water!
Yo, these Anacreons literally just came out of nowhere, and now they're setting up shop here and ready to kill these people. It's freaking crazy.
Only Salvor had taken me to the tower and given me what I'd wanted, we'll already be off planet.
Modules from our slow ship.
It's not as if your people have any use for it. Unlike you, we have ships. We can leave our poisoned world, find another star system, If only we had the means to navigate the void.
The Empire would crush us for assisting you.
We're forcing your hand, Director. Because we have nothing left to lose.
This feels right. Farah is smarter than this. They took out the comms buoy and they came in prepared. There's a larger strategy here, and I am missing it somehow. The vault isn't Anacreon or alien at all. It's gotta be connected to Hari.
How do you know that?
Because the vision I saw when I blacked out. It was on Trantor in Hari's library, with a boy holding a knife on me.
Sal, what if you are Seldon's plan?
The fate of one individual will always remain a mystery. But the movements of masses, the rise and falls of cultures, causes, and worlds, these were answers Hari Seldon had long since unriddled. And the beginning of the end, as befitting its name, took place on Terminus.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank God. I've been waiting for this. Please be alive, man. Where is she? Oh, okay, good. Thank God, honestly, because I was really mad if she was gonna die, man. I was pissed, but I'm glad she's safe at least. I'm glad. I'm happy. Gale's back. Thank God. Episode 5 is gonna be good. Quick recap. So we got to see what happened with the Anacreons. They had a plan to try to mine some. I guess they're trying to get that thing from the ship or whatever. I don't know why they just don't give it to them, but whatever. Lewis, I hate his guts, does not understand what needs to be done. Salvor is great. She even told him, like, we need to prepare, we need to be, like, ready, have guns, stuff like that. And he's like, nah, we don't need that. Like, how stupid are you? Like, how dumb are you, honestly? Then we got to see the other B story, which was stuff with Empire, the young Empire, the old Empire, and the current one. And we got to see, I like the fact that the current one, Brother Dawn, is actually a lot different than how the current Brother Day is actually crazy different than how the other Brother Day was before. The other Brother Day was like sadistic, he's killing people all the time. But this one, he's smarter. He's like, you stupid, you messed up with impulsive choices, and I'm not gonna clean this up. You're gonna clean up your own choices. You're gonna stay on this. And then he went back like a bitch, and he had to listen to him, and it was so great seeing him. And like, yeah, yo, clean up your own shit, stupid. Can't wait to see Gale come back. I'm pretty sure she's gonna come back next episode. I just enjoy her character a lot. She seems like a very untapped character with a lot of potential. And I thought she was gonna be more of a main character before, but then Salvor started to become more of a main character as well. So I kind of like that, actually. Anyway, I'm actually super exhausted right now. I'm kind of tired a little bit. I'm gonna end this here. Great reaction, great video. It was awesome. Don't know what I'm gonna do episode 5. Probably sometime within the next couple of days. Yeah, I will see you guys around, and have a great day. Bye.